Canadian-based digital asset platform WonderFi selling to Robinhood for $179 million, and one of his investments just made its way to NYSE-listed retailer Target. Kevin joins me remotely. He's the chair of O'Leary Ventures. Kevin, welcome to the program today. We'll start with WonderFi. What do you make of this deal?
It's inevitable as regulators continue to define the crypto industry that scale matters. There's no question about it. This deal is unique. I've had a premise in terms of investing in crypto for quite a few years now that not only do you want to own the tokens, Bitcoin, Ethereum, et cetera, but you should also own the infrastructure. So I'm a shareholder in all the exchanges. I was one of the early shareholders in WonderFi. We kind of ripped off Richard Branson with that Wonder thing. He does Virgin, I do Wonder, and it worked for it. It was the largest exchange in Canada, highly regulated by the OSC, successfully, I might add. And I think Vlad and the whole team at Robinhood saw the value of this asset and purchased it. I'm pretty excited about it because there's a few things that I don't think people have thought through very much. One is, if you think about the future, why is it that you need different platforms to hold crypto versus your other assets, stocks and bonds? And what Vlad has built, and I have an account at Robinhood, is I can hold everything there. I can hold ETFs, bonds, shares, whatever I want, including crypto. But now with call it, assuming the deal goes through and regulators approve it, Robinhood Canada, I could have a Canadian account and I could have my US account, and I do businesses in both countries. But my biggest pain point is with FX currency. When I have to transfer USD or Canadian back and forth, it's brutal. I mean, the wire and Fed wire services are 60 years old. They're so archaic and they're really expensive and slow. But if I had an account at Robinhood Canada and one in Robinhood US, I'll just transfer USDC in 1 second at practically no cost. And that, to me, is a huge win. I'm really excited about that. And if I were a Canadian money center bank or an American money center bank for that issue, I would certainly look at this and get cozied up to Robinhood, because they're going to solve a multi-trillion-dollar market in FX, and just FX. And that's assuming the Stablecoin Act gets approved, and I'm very optimistic it will be. But there's a lot of good things that just happened yesterday on this announcement.
Kevin, I do want to talk to you about an NYSE-listed company. That's Target, which is now selling products from a company you've invested in, Blue Land. These are household products that people and our viewers can find at Target. Why was that a good investment from your purview?
Well, I think this is well known, but I've had great success with women entrepreneurs. In fact, almost 90% of my returns over 17 years on Shark Tank have come from companies run by women. And Sarah came on the set and she was a maverick. She was just a force to be dealt with. This is pre-pandemic, so she should have gone bankrupt, but she didn't, because she pivoted to digital delivery direct to consumer, built a massive brand, Blue Land. Obviously, I've been very supportive. But the product solves a big pain point. People don't like plastic anymore. They just don't. And she's eliminated plastic from the cleaning fluid industry, which is genius. I mean, it's just a great idea. She's really good on executional skills. Her team's amazing. Her social media is spot on in customer acquisition. I mean, she's doing everything right. I believe, and I'm always an optimist, but this may be the biggest exit in Shark Tank history. This company is growing like a weed. It solves a big problem, as we've discussed. But she just, she's a force to be reckoned with. And I say, go, girl, go.
All right, well, Consensus is set to start today. You're one of the main speakers, Kevin. This is a conference put on by CoinDesk, covering everything in the cryptocurrency space. So I do want to return to that industry. What are you looking to get out of this event?
Well, we're going to be talking about a lot of different things, but the one issue that I think is really, really important right now is to drive home finish line on this Genius Act, which is the old stablecoin bill. It's a bipartisan bill. It's had a lot of political complications getting to where it is today. And right after the big, beautiful bill is passed, this will be tabled and be one of the most important bills to get done, because it finally defines the US dollar as the world's payment system. And that's important because most commodities around the world, whether it be oil or gold, are priced in US dollars. And so if you made USDC, I'm using that example because to be transparent, I'm a shareholder in Circle and I use USDC. But there'll be other stable coins, but they're backed through this act and bill and law eventually, we hope, in a defined, transparent way so that you can actually use this as a digital dollar. And I think that sets the tone for where we're going to be going in the crypto market. Obviously, I want to see the Infrastructure Act passed that determines finally whether Bitcoin is a commodity or a security. What is Ethereum? All that stuff has to get worked out. And I think the conference, which is going to be packed. I mean, I'm just a block away from it right now. I can see the buzz on the street. It's this is going to be really interesting, and I'm just very happy to be part. I've been tracking this industry for so long through the crypto cowboy phase, all of that stuff. And I've been an investor the whole way through the incredible volatility. And here we are in a really good place. So I welcome it.
Kevin, where else do you see opportunity in this market based on the investments that you've made over the many years and, of course, your experience on Shark Tank? I'm curious to hear from you on that front.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting very excited about what's going on in the UAE. It's kind of timely to talk about this because the president is in Qatar right now, and his next stop will be in Abu Dhabi. And you may ask yourself, why are all these crypto people with him? What's going on with this digital transformation? You've got, social media behemoth Zuckerberg and all the AI people. I'll tell you why. Quietly, and nobody's really seen this happen. I've been watching it now for 5 years. If you look at expenditure and development of AI, in what regions of the world it's occurring by just dollar or advancement. Number 8, the United States is number 1, obviously. Number 2 is China. Who's number 3 now? The UAE. They have advanced so far, particularly in some verticals. For example, they have got developments on the board for the first AI. Now, you talk about smart homes. They're not smart. You've got a separate app for a door lock.
I'm going to jump in here. We're at the tail end of the show. You should definitely come back. I do think that this is a great opportunity to talk more about investments out there. That's Kevin O'Leary. He's the chair of O'Leary Ventures.
Take care. Thank you.